Okay, today we'll be opening up this used Union Sangyo oil filter, number C-561M. And I got this used Union Sangyo oil filter from a very generous viewer whose name is Caesar Mora from the city of Lares. The city of Lares is located on a Caribbean island called Puerto Rico. Yep, I'll be opening up my first used oil filter that came from Puerto Rico. Thanks, Caesar. This oil filter was in service for 5,712 kilometers, or 3,549 miles, and came off of Caesar's 1996 Japanese Honda Acty truck. Yep, the one with the 3-cylinder 656 cc engine, which now has 103,796 kilometers, or 64,495 miles. He was using STP 10W30 full synthetic high mileage oil during this period. Let's open up this used Sangyo oil filter and see how it looks. So let's get started. This is a where you gotta glue the silicone, get nice and tight, get your inner here, filtration, Okay, so before we open this filter up, let's take a quick look at it. I couldn't find no date code over here on the dome end, but I did find this here, so E0517. That might be a date code. Okay, we got the filter number and some instructions here in English. And also, Caesar sent me the box, so take a quick look at this box. And there's not really much information on here. Some writing here, and I'm figuring this is in Malaysia. I don't know, I can't read this stuff. Maybe you guys can. But right here it says made in Malaysia. Okay, so that's all the information on this box. And this filter has a nitro rubber O-ring gasket, which I'll put the thickness of this on the screen. Looks nice. Okay, and this filter has 8 inlet holes, metal core with holes, the bypass valve down below the dome end, and 4 grooves there for threads. Okay, let's open this filter up, see what it looks like. Okay, not much oil. Good. Okay, here's the base end. That looks good. Okay, nitro rubber anti-drain back valve. I don't see no tears in it or slits or anything. That looks good. Yep, covers the inlet holes nice. Filter element. And here's the bypass valve. Metal end caps. It looks nice and clean. The metal crimp seam. And I'll put the number of pleats up on the screen. Let's look up close here. Pleats look nicely spaced. I don't see no tears or anything. Yeah, that looks pretty. A little gap there, but that's not bad. And unfortunately, I don't have no specs for this filter. So, no micron rating. I couldn't find anything on this filter. It's got a coil spring. Yeah, it looks pretty clean in here also. I'll have it sitting like this and let it drain out. I'll put the thickness of this can up on the screen. See like little dots there with that? Oh, that's just probably overspray or where the can's made. Probably overspray. The width of this media, and it's 1.77 minus a tenth of an inch. Okay, so let me cut this filter open, squeeze it out, stretch it out, and see what it looks like. Be right back. Okay, here's this Union Sangyo oil filter media all stretched out, and it's 53 inches long. Okay, let's get the thickness of this filter media. Okay, 0.55 millimeters thick. This is the filtering side, back side. And if we take a look at this under a microscope, you're going to see that it caught a couple of soot particles, carbon particles, and there is some light spots also in this filter media. So let's take a look at that picture. So as you can see, it did catch some soot particles and carbon, but there's not really much on the surface of the filter. So let's take a look at the surface of the filter up close. Yep, so you can see there's not really much on the surface. There's a little bit on the seams here, but really not too much. It's pretty clean on the surface. A little bit over here. Pretty clean filter overall. And let's take a look at the rest of the filter. Okay, so we got the can here. You can see it's pretty clean in there. I had it sitting like this for about an hour. And there is like little dots in there. See them? You see like little dots, but I think that's probably overspray when they painted the can. Got a nice coil spring. The gasket held up nice. Any drain back valve, that all looks nice. You know, covers the inlet holes. You got a lot of inlet holes. Also, nice threads there. You got a lot of threads. So the base plate looks nice, and got a lot of holes here, although they're rough holes. They're smooth on the inside, they're rough on this side. So I think they're stamped the wrong way. And you got your bypass valve, which I'll open up and I'll show you this. See right there. You can see how that works. But look, it can get stuck. But it probably wouldn't get stuck, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes they can get stuck like that. I don't know what the setting is on this. I couldn't find no info on this filter. So what do you guys think about this filter? And again, I want to thank Caesar from Puerto Rico for sending me this used oil filter. And I think I'll wrap this video up. And don't forget, Oil Filter Fridays. I try to open up an oil filter every Friday on this YouTube channel. So if you like this video, please hit that like button. Thanks for watching and take care.